students. In my last video, I have discussed a general brief introduction to reproduction, that is of two types, sexual and asexual reproduction. Today I will discuss various methods of asexual reproduction, that is various methods of asexual reproduction. Under this, very first is the fission. What is fission? If we see its dictionary meaning, fission is the splitting. How to define this? When a single parent divides, this is known as a fission. It may divide into two cells or it may undergo multiple fission. So firstly is the binary fission. Binary means two. In this, when a single parent cell, when it grows properly, when it matures, it divided into two cells. And the organisms which divide by binary fission, they are considered as immortal. Immortals मतलब वो कभी मरते नहीं है, क्योंकि जब एक सेल डिवाइड करके दो सेल बना देता है तो थोड़ा सा पार्ट उसको उसके पेरेंट का मिलता है और बाकी वो खुद ग्रो करता है, तो इसलिए वो इमोर्टल हो गया, वो कभी मरता ही नहीं है. और इसकी दो एग्जांपल मैं यहाँ पे डिस्कस करूंगी. वन इज अमीबा एंड सेकंड इज द, यहाँ पे मैं इसके एक एग्जांपल डिस्कस करूंगी, दैट इज अमीबा. अमीबा, as all of us know that it is a unicellular organism, and when it grows properly it split into two daughter cells, and these cells then further grow properly into the mature cell. So this is example of binary fission. Now coming to the multiple fission. In multiple fission, a single parent divided into a number of daughter cells, and the example of multiple fission is the Plasmodium, which is a malarial parasite. The second type of asexual reproduction is budding. What does this mean? Budding is a small outgrowth from the parent cell and it develops to some extent. When it grows sufficiently, it detaches from the parent and develops into the complete organism. And the example of budding are Hydra and yeast. Yeast is a unicellular eukaryotic organism, and how it divides? Here a small outgrowth develops, that is known as bud, and when it grows sufficiently it detaches from the parent cell and divides completely into a new mature cell. And in the case of Hydra, again Hydra, which contains tentacles, this also divides by the formation of a bud, and when this bud grows sufficiently it detaches from the parent cell and grows into the new Hydra. In this case, both the buds, they are formed at the outer side of the organism, so they are known as budding by formation of buds at the exogenous budding. In another type, there is the endogenous budding is there, in which the bud will be formed inside the parent organism, and the example of the endogenous budding is the Spongilla In this case, a lot of birds, they are formed inside the organism. For example, I draw the structure of Spongilla here. This is the body cavity of Spongilla, and this is the substratum. There is the formation of endogenous bud, and these buds are known as gemmules, and these gemmules, they are disposed into water and they bind to the substratum, where they divide into the complete organism. The gemmule, when bind to the substratum, it result in the formation of a structure which is known as archaeolite, and these are the cells. This is the body wall. It is completely filled with the cells, and the point of attachment is known as micropyle. Further, this is surrounded by a gelatinous substance which protect it from to getting dry, and this gelatinous substance also contain spines, needle-like structure which are known as spicules, which give protection to the organism. Next mode of asexual reproduction is the spore formation. Spore, they are of further two types. First are the zoospores, and second one are the conidia. Zoospores, they are motile and flagellate. For example, is the Chlamydomonas. And in the case of conidia, they are not motile, and the example for conidia is the Penicillium, which is a fungus which contains branches, and at the end of the branches there is the formation of chain of conidia, and these conidia, they flow with water and they fall to the substratum and develop into the new fungus. Next mode of reproduction is the fragmentation. Fragmentation is in which the organism, it divides into two or more fragments, and each fragment give rise to complete organism. There are two examples for the fragmentation. One is the Spirogyra, that is the green alga which we see in the ponds. Spirogyra, and when it grows fully, it divided into fragments, and each fragment then result in the formation of the complete organism. The another example of fragmentation is the Planaria, which belong to phylum Platyhelminthes. In this case, this is rough diagram of Planaria. if it get accidentally fragmented into 2 or 3 parts, then each part will give rise to the complete organism. Next is a special type of asexual reproduction is known as plasmatomy, and in this case the organism is multinucleated, and there are 2 examples for the type of plasmatomy, that is the Paleonyxa and Opalina. Opalina is a multinucleated protozoa. I draw the diagram. It contains so many nuclei, and at the time of division, firstly it undergoes cytokinase, that is the division of cytoplasm, and result in the 2 small cells in which there is only division of cytoplasm is there, and then it is followed by karyokinesis, in which the nuclei division takes place. So this is different from mitosis. In this case, the cytokinesis is followed by the karyokinesis, and after both the cells, they divide into complete new cells which resembles that of the parent cell. Now let us discuss various types of asexual reproduction in plants. Asexual reproduction in plants is also termed as apomixis, and we can divide it into 2 types. First is the agamospermy, second is the vegetative propagation. In agamospermy, there is formation of embryo from unfertilized ovule. This means there does not occur fertilization. And second type is vegetative propagation. In this, as we know that there are 3 parts of the plants, that is root, stem and leaf, which can be used as a propagation plant. We can take a small part of root, stem or leaf that will result in the formation of the complete plant, that I will discuss later on. Firstly, I will discuss agamospermy. Now, the agamospermy of 3 types. First is the adventive agamospermy. Second is the recurrent agamospermy. Third one is the non-recurrent agamospermy. In this adventive agamospermy, there is the formation of embryo from the nucellus or the integument. What is nucellus? Nucellus is the central part of ovule containing the embryo sac and integument. This is further covered by the integuments, and the plants which contain two integuments, they are known as diintegumentous. Example is angiosperm. The plant with single integument are known as monointegumentous. Example is the gymnosperm. In this case, the embryo which is formed, it is diploid, that is 2M. And the example of adventive agamospermy is the citrus plants. And it has been observed that the plants which are formed from the adventive agamospermy, they are more healthy than that of fertilized one. Now coming to the recurrent agamospermy. In this case, embryo is again diploid, which develop from megaspore mother cell. Otherwise, megaspore mother cell, it undergo meiosis and result in the formation of 4 megaspores. Out of 4 megaspores, 1 megaspore result in the formation of embryo, and the 3 megaspores, they get aborted. But in this case, because fertilization has not taken place, so this complete result in the formation of embryo take place from the megaspore mother cell, which is the 2M. And the example of recurrent agamospermy is apple, pea. Now the non-recurrent agamospermy. This is different from both the previous cases, that is adventive agamospermy and recurrent agamospermy. In this case, the embryo is formed from haploid ovule that is not fertilized. So we can say that this is the unfertilized ovule which give rise to embryo. This process is also known as parthenogenesis, and there are various examples under this category, that is Datura. The second example is Z-mix. So that is it for the today's lecture. Hope all of you understood this topic very well. In the next video, I will discuss vegetative propagation and artificial mode of propagation. So hope all of you like this video very well. I request all of my viewers to please like and share the video and subscribe my channel. Thanks.